Good afternoon and welcome to this week's JTV Game of the Week. I'm Max Sylvan.
And I'm Rebecca Chiafulo. Today we're here at a B South divisional matchup between the Jackson Liberty and Lakewood High School's boys tennis teams.
We're going to hone in on the first singles match here that's on your screen right now. It'll be a sophomore matchup between first singles Liberty player Lars Zedin and Alex Pineda of Lakewood High School, also a sophomore. So as you can see, Lars is in the red on the bottom half of your screen, while Alex is up in the left corner on the top.
It's really amazing to see how young they're starting, and it's going to be cool to see them progress as they get older.
Definitely, you know, both of these teams having their first match today on this clear but windy Monday afternoon, so both of them trying to start their seasons off right with a win. Lars actually is filling in for his older brother Eric, who is currently and has been over the past two seasons the first single starter for Jackson Liberty. Lars has moved up to second single this year, so definitely trying to move up and stay in his brother's footsteps, per se. And they just spin to see who is going to serve first, and it looks like Alex Pineda of Lakewood will indeed serve first, and he will. Calls that one out. So it'll be 15 love Lakewood. That'll be a fault. We'll see Alex's second serve. That one goes soaring out. That'll be 15 all. As you can see, the wind definitely having an effect today on not only Alex's serve, but the returns of Lars so far. Ball's definitely traveling a lot further than usual.
Now, have you played with Lars, by the way, Max?
Yes, I've played with Lars a couple of times last year. And he'll call that one out. And yeah, as I was saying, Lars was on the team with me last year, so got a lot of play and practice in last year. Definitely gotten a lot better over the past few years as he now sits at first singles on varsity. Second serve, 15-30. That'll be a double fault. Lars will go up 15-40. You see, trying to move quickly here. You know, those double faults can really hurt you, and that'll make the difference. You see, Pineda with the serve. Another fault there.
I think they're slowly adjusting to the wind. Seem a lot better at volleying between each other.
That'll hit the net there, and Lars will take the first match. A score of that'll be game, putting Lars up 1-0 for one love. In the overall set, needs 6 games to win the set, so definitely starting off on the right track here.
And now Lars is serving.
Yeah. Just for our viewers at home, every odd number set, they will switch sides. So after the first, third, fifth, seventh, they'll switch. Lars trying to go with the forearm there, but gets stuck on the net. Alex will be up. Love 15. Again, getting stuck on that net there. Pineda up love 30. Wind definitely still a factor here. Trying to adjust, especially when you switch sides of the court.
Good return.
Pineda will call that one out. Love 40 as he tries to come back here and tie up the set. We'll see a replay of that. Sorry, we'll wait for the next serve, and that'll be a fault. Second serve. Tries to kind of soften it up there at the net, but Lars will get the point. 15-40. Call that one fault in the corner. Lars coming back. Another point there, 30-40.
You have a replay?
Not quite sure what happened there.
Yeah, it might have been technical difficulties.
So we await. Nice serve there.
These
Lars
seem to be adjusting pretty quickly.
That'll be called out. We'll be at deuce, 40-40. Advantage, Liberty. Game point. And Lars will come from behind here from a love 40 deficit to take game 2. That'll put Liberty up 2 love overall in this set. Pineda gets ready to serve.
Close one.
Comes right back at him there, Lars, to get the first point of the game.
Oh, there's a replay on this?
Check out that serve. So you can hear some of our on-court audio. Double fault there. Put Lars up. Love 30. Fault 1. See some frustration.
The wind is definitely a factor today.
Love 40. Lars Adine tries to clean up the third game quite quickly. We'll see, you know, as important as returning and volleying is in tennis, it all starts in the serve, and your serve will really dictate how far you go and how well you perform. serve there. That one was called out by Lars and will lead to his third victory of the set. Put him up 3-0. And they'll switch sides once again. Lars will go over and change the score, as we see there. Definitely a factor, but when you're... Liberty's red, as you can see there.
And Lakewood is black.
There we go. Setting up, you know, you try not to think too much about the score when you're out there on the court, especially regardless of whether you're up or down, you know, you don't want to get that in your mind as
it could change very quickly, especially in tennis. Right when they get adjusted, they always have to switch, so.
Call that return out. Alex will go up love 15. The advantage of today has definitely been on the side of the returner as
love 15.
Nice serve.
Yeah, great serve there and too tough there to return. That'll go 15 love. Lars will 15 all. Lars will get set for his third serve of the game. Fault.
Have a nice volley going.
That'll be called out. 15-30. Try to see a replay of that stand corrected. We'll see this serve.
Oh, that was very close. That would have been a good serve.
Trying to skate above the net.
We're gonna go take a replay.
Throw that ball out. That's
Never mind.
that's one of the old ones. 30 all.
Stand. 30 all.
I have to say, Lars's serves have been really good this game.
Definitely. He's
Especially for like the whole adjusting of everything. He seems to be picking it up very quickly.
tough there as that was a nice volley, really backing each of backing their opponents toward the baseline.
40-30.
Lars will go up 40-30.
Give a replay.
That'll be out there.
Yeah, we're gonna go take a look at a replay now.
Started a nice volley there, and that'll be game as Lars goes up 4-0. Alex take the first serve here. They start volleying.
Out.
Caught victim of the win there. Alex will go up 15 love. Gets pulled by the win there. Score will move to 15 all. You know, Alex Pineda of Lakewood really has a good strategy here of pulling across the court. But this win today makes it awfully difficult to control painting the corners.
He has a nice little topspin serve.
Tried to get over top of that ball there. It's Alex, but
We have a replay.
wait. 15-30.
Out.
The volleying is a lot more consistent now that they're both adjusting to the court and to each other.
That'll be a fault, double fault on that. Those two serves. 15-40. And there. Fell victim there as he tried to defensive, kind of give him a lob there.
Lars probably should have followed that in.
Yeah, I'm more of an aggressive player, so I try to play more at the net. A little more spiking than
A
I've
little less
seen.
defensive, yeah. Nice serve. And here's a second serve. Crossfield and oh,
Tries to come underneath that, but that'll bring the score to deuce.
that was a hard one to return.
Definitely, the top spin making it a little more difficult than usual, especially with the wind. But the wind has calmed down a little.
And Alex is a very aggressive player right now.
Yeah, he is playing a
So-
little aggressive. He needs to make a little bit of a comeback.
Nice return.
That'll be out
Oh, and that is deep.
behind the baseline. Add out, advantage, Liberty.
Reserves.
And that'll be the point for Lars. It's another double fault, as we've seen those. And those will really haunt any tennis player, those double faults. You see them at all levels, whether it's professional, high school, college. That'll I'll put Lars up 5-0. Lars also a varsity, makes a little mistake there, but Lars also a varsity soccer player, defender in the fall, so tries to stay active here on the tennis courts and doing a great job. He's currently up 5-0, one game away from a first set victory. So get ready to serve. That'll be a let. Doesn't affect.
Out. Nice return. Oh. That ball got shanked. Players are responsible for calling their own lines because there is no judges here right now.
It is mostly on the honor system. It is Love 15. Love 15, and this will even up at 15 all. Definitely see their play styles changing as the set goes on. Gets a little help there from the net. He'll move up 15-30 as Alex retakes the lead in this game. No, we were always
Here's
told
Lars
to
about to serve. A little wide.
wide 30-30. Always told back in the old days, you know, now Mr. Mallinson is the tennis coach. But when I first started, it was Mr. Radowski, and he always made sure that when you got a little help from the net, you had gentleman's sport, you always had to say sorry. So,
The net has been another player today.
yes, always help someone.
That one went deep.
30-40 the score. So it looks like Jackson won the game. And the first set, 6-love.
And remember, in high school tennis, we do play the best 2 out of 3 sets.
The way the overall team scoring in tennis, there's, even though we're only paying attention, commentating on one of the matches, there are currently 5 matches going on right now. A first singles match, a second singles match, a third singles, and then first and second doubles. So we have 7 players from each school, and the first team to win 3 out of the 3 or more
That one went a little bit
of
wide.
the overall matches will
Alex
take
is
the
serving.
win.
That one was hard to return.
We'll try to keep you updated.
We got a replay to look at. Lars switched it up and made it way too hard to return.
We'll try to keep you updated on the outcomes of the additional 4 games going on, so we can keep you up to score at what the outcome of the entire match is here today. Love 15. First serve is fault. Little too much on the bottom there. Too much power, and that'll move Lars up. Love 30. Nice serve.
Net. He went for the big flat forehand right there. To increase your efficiency, they can always use a topspin on the ball, you know?
Yeah, definitely. I like Alex's strategy, and I think he definitely maybe should play a little more to the net, especially as he's down a set. But I like how he's trying to come across the court
He's
as he did
definitely
there.
making
and that
Lars
was-
run. A great forehand down the line. We're going to look at a replay on that.
Just like I was talking about there, that's really important, and I really like how he's coming across.
There's the winner. Now we're back live. I definitely think Lars is playing more defensively now. He knows he has a few wins.
definitely,
He put a lot of spin on that ball.
yeah,
That's
definitely
what draws the error.
a more conservative player, Lars. Kind of in the family training, as Eric too is more of a conservative player, plays back toward the baseline, and scores 30-40, I believe.
That's wide, and we're going to give that to Jackson. Now, do you think Alex is more of an aggressive or a conservative player?
I think Alex seemed to be a little more conservative toward the beginning of the set in terms of some of the strategies he's been using. But I think definitely as the first set has ended and going into the second set, needing to tie this matchup, he's definitely gotten a lot more aggressive in terms of some of his hit styles and where his
Mixed
placement.
it up a lot, yeah.
And that'll be game. As Lars will take a 1-love victory in set number 2.
Now Lars is serving. There's really no advantage when it comes to the wind because every 2 games they switch.
Yeah.
So they get used to what they're working with and then they switch again. So it's really tricky, especially with this wind today. It's pretty bad.
Backspin there gets Lars all caught up there, and Alex will take a love 15 lead. Yeah, as you were saying, you know, the wind doesn't really have much of an advantage for either player other than the fact that Liberty and Lars here is definitely more accustomed to it, playing here, practicing defensive lob there back to the baseline, and couldn't do much with that. Lars will take a love 30 lead, and you know, defensive lob is something definitely preached around here, especially toward the middle to the end of the season when things start to get a little rougher, maybe. Definitely give you some time to kind of recuperate yourself and figure out your bearings.
Now, do you think Lars has an advantage as a home player because he's used to this condition?
Definitely, I think wind has a huge factor, especially when you're playing at Liberty. Playing here for 3 years, you definitely see how you have an advantage in terms of, you know, how the wind is going to push and pull. You know, day to day, the wind is typically at this level. So, and I think we've seen that in the score and the performances of both these players today.
And he volleys it back. He's making it very, very hard for Lars to return. He's definitely switching it up each play.
That'll stay deep.
Lars is content to rally and volley back and forth, but Alex really seems to be getting aggressive and frustrated with this. So he's been putting the point away. And that's still it.
And that'll be out.
It's too deep.
Alex will go up 30-40. Yeah, that's definitely one of the criticisms of this team over the past couple of years in terms of Liberty, as Lakewood took that point. Definitely one of the criticisms of the past couple seasons has been some of the conservatism and
Serve. Oh, it goes too wide.
that'll go.
That's going to bring us to deuce. And remember, when you get to deuce in tennis, you have to win 2 more points to win the game in a row.
Lars. Try to do that with these serves.
Lars getting a little more aggressive here.
Chop there.
He returns it.
15 off.
Volleying very well.
Right on the line there.
Oh, very close. And we have a replay on that.
Lakewood took that point, so they'll have the
Right
advantage.
down the line. Hit the net.
Lars will
We're
try to
going back
bring this
live
back
now.
Lars will try to bring this back to deuce. That'll be called out. See if he'll attack.
Oh, he makes him run. That's going to give Jackson the second game.
No, Jackson will move to deuce. Back to deuce.
A little wide. Oh, that was in
That was
still.
in. Right on
Wow.
the baseline. That'll return advantage Lakewood.
Definitely returned that. Did not expect that. Hard shot. It is add out. Lars serving.
That'll be called out. Back to deuce.
Alex is having more of an advantage to catch up to Lars.
Definitely trying to wear him down too here. You know, these deuces can get not only in your game, but in your mind.
He really has nothing to lose. He's just going for it. He hits a winner down that line. And now we are
We're
back
back
to
in.
what?
Add out
Add
again.
out. Nice serve. Good volleying. Both players controlling the middle of the court. Stayed in and hits net. Really, really good volley from both players.
Definitely move back to deuce. You know, I think at this point, seeing his aggressive nature, Alex, he should definitely try and, especially at when you're up at advantage, take a shot at putting this game away. He's been a little more conservative in terms of some of the rallies.
Oh, and a
one
little
out.
too high.
Bring him back to 40. So this is, at this opportunity, I would think, try to take a overhead shot or something and put this game away. It looks like he took. Looks like we stand corrected, and Lakewood, Alex has taken that match, and this will even up at that game as Alex will tie the set up, 1-all.
That floated deep. And Alex will be serving this.
So we'll start love 15 as Lars take that point.
Nice serve. Good return. Down the line.
Stays on the baseline. Seems like Lars called it out. Love 30. Double fault there brings us to 15-30, I believe. Love 40.
Nice, beautiful serve. Now it's shot down the line, and he returns it. You really have to hustle to get these balls. And just like that, Alex is in the driver's seat here in the second set, up 2-1.
Yeah. 15-40. 15-40. Lars is up.
My bad.
Lars is up 15-40 in this set. A little too much there, and that'll be the end of this.
We're apologizing for our error on the board here.
The end of this game, as Lars will take this game, bring his total back up 2-1, as he tries to secure his victory in 2 sets.
Alex is now up a service break. And what that means is
anytime you lose your serve, you get it's called a service break. So at this point, he's down a serve. You know, you want to go back and forth. So I know I was definitely more of a receiving player than a service player. So you try to stay.
and that went deep. Lakewood.
Try to make sure that you win all of your favorable games.
The other thing too, players are allowed to get coached over on changeovers, so that might help them also.
Had my fair share of that on the other side. Risky business going on.
Both players seem to be liking to both play a one-handed slice backhand.
Yeah, I've been surprised. You know, mostly I've seen a lot of slices today and a lot of forehands. Not a lot of backhands. We're 15 all. Tries to paint the corner there, but called out on his second serve. That'll be out. Lakewood will move to 15-30. Yeah, definitely haven't seen a lot of backhands or overhead shots. Haven't seen any attempts at a spike.
Either.
Not a lot of net play either. It's a little interesting.
15-30.
Serves into the net.
Second.
On second serves, these players can definitely be a little more aggressive.
15-40.
I play baseline like the entire game. I'm not used to going like up all the time.
30 all.
15-40.
2 points away from consolidating his break. And he serves.
Second.
Shot.
Volleying well. Beautiful volley, and he returns it. He returns it. A spike, and he got Lars.
That looks like exactly
Let's
what I
take a go
was.
look at that replay.
Exactly what I was saying he needed there, and he took it away.
That was beautiful.
That was a fault. And this will be the serve that they played the volley off of. Bringing it back and forth.
Hustle, yeah. He definitely started how to hustle at the end there. He returns it, and Alex really controlled that point.
Alex took that game from that. He'll be tie up the set 2-2.
And now we're back
2
live.
all. Lakewood did win that set. The game, excuse me.
He broke back instead of consolidating the break. Now here, Alex is going to serve. Set. and hits. That was a big spin on that one, hit right into the net. A little wide, but it went stayed in. And deep. There's Jackson's point. And now he's going to serve again. Beautiful serve. Lars returns it. And they keep a good volley going between them down the line. Seems to be a little wide. Oh, nope.
Trying to play with a tricky bounce there. Love 30 in favor of Lars. That'd be called out. Second serve.
Nice return. And down the line and out. 15-40. Alex has to be careful here. He just got that service break, and now it's back from 1 point away if we're getting it right back to him. He serves.
This will be
The net is really another player today, especially with this wind.
Gets it back there, 30-40, trying to bring it back to deuce.
Alex will be serving again.
Even it up. We'll see what happens here on his serve. This crucial point here.
Alex Pineda serves it. And Lars
Nice
returns. He's really playing Lars across and making him really hustle for this ball. But it gets driven deep. And that's game.
Nice shot there, pulling it back toward the service line.
I'm going to change the points. The red card has to get to 6 for the win.
Lakewood will
Or
fall. Down a match, and they'll give back the service break, 3-2.
Both players have exchanged service breaks 4 times in a row. And there's a great serve from Lawrence.
Dean definitely giving a little way now in this second set, taking that first set 6-love. Now,
as you can tell, the wind is getting really bad by those trees back there.
fault 1, second
Messed
serve. They're playing rally on that second
wide.
serve.
I mean, not wide, deep.
Love, 15 love. Looks like there's some confusion.
Lars be serving.
Nice visit from our superintendent, checking out all the spring sports.
It feels like spring except for that wind. It's bringing a good chill. Nice serve for an uncontested winner.
30-15 Lakewood. You know, I've been in...
A beautiful serve, but it just caught him by surprise.
I've definitely been impressed by the energy and the tenacity of Alex Pineda here, taking that hard 6-love first set, trying to make the best of what he has now.
He goes for a winner down the line, but misses. I believe Lars will be serving.
Let. Won't count as a fault there. I'll just get a retry on his first serve. that'll be a fault. So he'll take his second serve.
He returns it, and he really makes Lars have to hustle. Nice chip down the line. They're really playing the court today.
Gets another, a little more help off the tape there. Oh, he takes it a little low. That'll be that.
That's going to put him up 4-2.
Set 2 is Alex's odds are diminishing here so quite quickly after what looked to be a great second set. What would be a contested second set here as he'll try to pull this set back in.
He has to really concentrate on holding serve here.
And a great way to start that off with the first point of the game.
Right now, he really can't focus on looking ahead. He has to just play 1 point at a time and really make sure that he claims his win.
Definitely when the pressure escalates for both players here. Lars trying to put this game away, 2 games to win, and
overhead that one.
Alex trying to stay alive. Definitely know the feeling.
It's at 15:30.
I have to really play it 1 point at a time, and it might sound cliche as a tennis player, but it's cliche because it's true. You really have to focus on each point because if you worry about too much, then you might not play your best.
Sounds like something our graphics man Harry Frone would say.
Alex will be serving. Beautiful serve. Lars returns it. That's going to put this game at 30-all. Really huge point coming up right here.
Probably the biggest point of the game and probably of the set right now. It's a nice serve.
Nice return, and a little high. He keeps the return.
A little too much on that.
A little too deep. 30-40.
And Pineda's got some great serves on some.
He thinks the game's over, but
Pineda's got some great serves on those crucial points. Jackson will take that game. There's a little score confusion there. I apologize. Jackson will move up, and Lars will take a 5-2.
I'm pretty sure lead. They mix up the score on accident, but.
Well.
That's why keeping track of the points when there's no judge is extremely important to see who actually wins and make sure you don't lose any points.
Looks like our second and third singles matches have wrapped up already. We'll try to figure out those results for you before the end of this match. Lars to the first point.
Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, wait.
Oh, that was a fault, but had the power on it.
Yeah, my bad. But had good power on it.
That looked like it could have curved back in, but that'll be called out. A little wide. 30 all. First serve is fault. Try second serve. It's 40, 30. Match point right here.
The other two matches, 6-0 for.
Third singles won their match. 6-0, 6-0 in 2 sets, taking the first match of the day.
Kevin.
Looks like it'll be deuce. Down 3-5 as Alex took that point.
15 love.
Alex taking that 30 love lead here.
Tennis is a game of momentum. Sometimes a player gets momentum and gets on a roll, and if I were Lars right now, I'd be extremely careful.
Definitely.
You really don't know what could happen, especially with a little aggression.
And especially, yeah, you're going to see as this match goes on, Alex definitely going to need to get more aggressive, and it's going to be interesting to see if he can pull
He's deep, love
if
forward.
he can pull Lars down with him. And because definitely in Lars's case, you don't want to stay aggressive. You want to stay conservative, knowing that you have the advantage on your side with a 2-game lead.
Online.
That'll soar.
That goes deep. That's going to put him at 4-5. And they're going to go on a changeover here, and got a possible momentum shift here. Pineda is only 1 game away from staying in this match. He's going to have to come up with a service break to
Definitely
stay in
big here, winning two games in a row. Be interesting to see if he needs 2 more in a row to, well, needs 1 more to stay in it. 2 more can win it for him. What, I stand corrected. Need to win by 2 matches, 2 games. So it would require a 7-5 victory at the least for Pineda. Lars still has a shot here to put it away.
Lars is serving though, so that is an advantage.
He'll go down love 15 on the first point.
Net. Love 15. Oh! He shanked that one. Gonna make that
Well,
15 all.
That's definitely one in Pineda's situation that you have to take advantage of. Short at the net, not coming too fast at you. Misses a big opportunity there.
Beautiful serve, beautiful serve.
Nice
And he's
return
returning it
there.
well. Oh,
Responded well to the serve of that return. We'll see the replay.
we actually have a replay on that. Pineda did return the serve very well in the beginning,
Had a nice drop on it, but just
but Lars really controlled that field. Court.
takes it deep. Lars to call that one out. 40-15, and we're back at match point. 40-15.
Lars serving, which is a match point,
That'll be out.
and it's out. Serves again, and he returns it well.
Backhand.
Back.
Gonna hit the corner and go out.
And that's
You know,
gonna
that-
wrap it up.
That'll be 6-4, and that'll wrap this matchup up. Got the handshake there, and always try to keep it a gentleman's friendly sport as Jackson Liberty and Lars Hadid will take that matchup and will take the second match of the day. Looks like our second singles is also done, so potentially rack up that win if that second singles game was also a victory for Jackson Liberty. We're happy you can join us here as Jackson Liberty takes its first singles match of the year on their path to a very successful spring season of boys tennis. Again, I'm Max Sylvan.
And I'm Rebecca Kiafulo.
Thank you so much for joining us. This is this week's JTV Game of the Week. We'll see you next time.